Now you can see we have a new exhibition today. It's Hyper Object. So it's kind of like a result of research fellowship program. Like we have our residence artist Adam Swope to presenting the floating room, which is going to make domestic products hovering in the air and make it space set up like a room. Also Fito Segrera, and he is head of research creation of Chronus, and he's going to also show a piece here. It's referring to one of the conceptual art piece.
My name is Fito Segrera. I'm a new media artist, originally from Colombia. I've been living here in Shanghai for about a year and a half now. I came as a fellow to do some research here at Chronus Art Center, and then I stayed and became the director of the Research and Creation Lab, where we inquire in the new media art matters and try to come up with experimental works that somehow combine research methodologies with artistic practice in order to work out new media art pieces that somehow document processes and talk about instances of new media technologies in general. And right now we're here in the latest CAC Lab show, where we have two pieces. One is Samuel Adams, who is a fellow right now at CAC, who came with our program, and the other piece is my own piece, which is the result of the past few months of research. My piece is this piece you see here, which is called the Treachery of Soft Images, which is basically kind of a systematic essay on one of René Magritte's pieces, which is perhaps his most famous piece, the Treachery of Images, or This Is Not a Pie. The famous painting with the pie says, "This is not a pie." Basically, these are two screens framed in conventional, traditional ways. Each of the screens is connected to a computer, and they are both connected to the internet. The computer on the left will search for an online image of a specific, one of 6 objects, either a pipe, a broom, a sponge, a jar, a hammer, or a telephone. And it will grab one image and download the image, and it will run it through an artificial neural network or a cognitive computational system that will try to analyze and understand the image and describe it in human-like ways, pretty much like how our brain works in a way. This artificial neural network was trained with over 200,000 images to try to understand the visual sensory input as we do. But in my process, I found out that there are certain objects that this machine cannot really understand, and that was quite interesting. And for my surprise, these objects were the same. Most of them were the same as some of the objects René Magritte was exploring with his own paintings and his own games with words that he used to play with, between images and words. So what you see on the left, the image, the computer will search on the internet for an image, let's say of a jar. It downloads the image, it analyzes through the neural network, it describes the image, and then it displays what it sees on the right screen. But it does it after a small sentence that negates the image, as René Magritte did. So instead of having "this is not a pie," in this case you have "this is not a jar." It's a wide blender sitting on top of the table. It's a wide blender sitting on top of the table. That's what the machine is saying. It's a totally different thing to what we see. So in a way, this machine is building a new sensory reality out of the image. It's questioning how we perceive reality in its own way. Although it appears to be an error, I regard it more as a kind of new hybrid reality. And if you think about this technology is being used not for art, it's actually being used to tell people what to buy online. It's a technology that tells you, when you go into Amazon, tells you, hey, you should buy this new, whatever TV that popped out, because it learned from your previous shopping activity that you like TVs. So it's the same type of technology who is driving our world and our own reality in a way. So this piece is kind of going back into the essence of what the image is, what reality is, and question it, and try to tell us, listen, we are building a new reality that is driven by systems, by machines that learn and tell us what to do, what to see, and what to experience.
once the human element leaves the room, then the spirits of these strange products is born.
As if the objects are their own life.
Yeah. Yes, it is recognized as part of the artistic function that I give them a semi-autonomous state. So at a certain point, they start to have their own logic, and they will hover, but sometimes based on the other objects in the environment, they might get a little bit disoriented or confused, in which case the impact becomes part of the performance. Performative element as well. And then after they have impact and crash land, the system will still consider them as alive until in the next loop of the iteration, or the loop of the performance comes in, where the performer comes back in and cares for these objects and starts to mend them, put them back together, and starts over.
Also, in our main exhibition space, we have a show in the Dark Historia. So this exhibition, we collaborate with ZKM Germany and Mandarin Pai Museum Korea. This exhibition is under the program named Art and Science at Art and Technology at ANT. So this year we invite 2 artists and we collaborate with one of them. So it's 3 artists in total in the exhibition. So we collaborate with Liu Xiaodong, who is a painter, and he collaborated with the CAC Lab, the Research Creation Department, to create a new piece, The Weight of Insomnia. And also we had one of Mandarin Pai piece, and also Carsten Nicolai. So it's a group show. And this show gonna have a tour, started from CAC and then move to the ZKM next year, and they're gonna show in Mandarin Pai Museum in the 2018 also. Yeah.